And welcome back to the channel over here, everybody. Lucas from Mars, back again with this MLB Show 22 Custom League, back from vacation in Florida, and so now we're going to pick this series back up here with the game between the Atlanta Crusaders and the San Diego Sharks. 15 games into the season about, and a good pitching matchup here in this one as the 11-4 Atlanta Crusaders have started their season off really well. The Sharks have started off their season pretty well here so far as well. They're 9-6. And Urias pitching for the Sharks here in this game. 19.1 innings and 2 starts so far, and has a sub-1 whip and a sub-2 ERA. So he's having a excellent start to this year with 13 strikeouts in his 19 innings so far. Javier Baez leads off this first inning here and leads off the game for Atlanta. And he will start the game with a ground ball that is stopped by the second baseman for the first out of the game here. As we look at this Crusaders lineup, we got Javi there, Wilmer Flores batting second, Anthony Rendon, the big bat, batting third there, Luke Voigt, Adolis Garcia, Eloy Jimenez, Michael Borso, Tyler Stevenson, and Chaz McCormick. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent batting order here for Atlanta, as there's a swing and a drive by Anthony Rendon, and it will be caught out there by the center fielder. Not quite sure who that is. I think it might. I don't know if it's Carlson or not, but I think Carlson is definitely an outfielder. I'm not sure if he's right or in left field. Maybe he is in center, but on the mound for the Crusaders in this game, one of the better pitchers in the entire league and in baseball is Jacob deGrom, and he has been, of course, excellent through his first 3 starts this season. That whip at .71, 21 strikeouts and 22.2 innings with a 2.38 ERA, 15 hits allowed. I mean, one of the better pitchers in the league here, and Jonathan Daza is actually their center fielder on this team here, and he's a leadoff hitter as well for San Diego. As the first pitch to him from deGrom is going to be a swing and a miss at a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and Atlanta 11-4 again on this season to begin the year. They are first in that division, and overall, I think they got a good roster, a good chance to be a good team this season. So we'll see what they can do this year. Jacob deGrom gets ahead of Dawson again here. Now an 0-2 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. A great pitch there by deGrom. One down here with the man on first base, and now here is Jorge Polanco, who takes a fastball there for a strike on his first pitch of the at-bat. And he's had 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, batting .250 on the season. And he swings through that fastball late on that one. Now the count moves to 0-2 here on Polanco now. As deGrom comes set, here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it is a swing and a miss. A high fastball there, way up in the zone. And Polanco strikes out here as there's another swing and a miss. And man, Max Muncy now up here. 2 home runs and 10 RBIs and a .261 average for him so far. San Diego's lineup has been hitting the ball pretty well in this season so far. And there's another swing and a miss, and just no contact being made here by the Sharks hitters early in that game. Early in that first inning, they have 3 strikeouts in a row there by deGrom. A strikeout on the side. And there is another swing and a miss and a strikeout on Adolis Garcia by Urias here in the top of the second inning. Now Michael Borso up, and he is going to swing and miss there at a low fastball. And Urias gets a couple of strikeouts there in the top of the second for San Diego. And so both these pitchers looking in pretty good form here in this game so far through the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom half of the second now, and here's Eduardo Escobar. 1 home run and 9 RBIs with that .255 average this season so far. And deGrom looking to pick back up right where he left off. He gets a foul ball there from Escobar. Now 1-2 pitch is another strikeout there. A 2-seam fastball at 97 miles an hour at the very top of the zone. And deGrom has started this game with 4 strikeouts here to begin the night. Beautiful pitch there, right at the letters from Jacob deGrom to Escobar. Now here's Alec Tomas, only batting 182 this season so far. There's a swing and a miss. And another huge K there, and that's 5 of them through 2 innings for Jacob deGrom, who looks to be on his game here so far in this one. There's Chas McCormick, and McCormick is going to take a fastball there inside for ball 4 from Urias. So now a man on, we go back to Javier Baez, who is still batting .360 after the ground out in the first inning by him here. And on first, here's an 0-1 to Javi, and that's a ground ball that gets on through into center field, past the diving attempt of the second baseman there, and that is going to make the first and third here with 1 out. But Polanco here trying to get that ball, and the diving attempt to try and stop it from going into the outfield appears to have suffered a pretty major injury here, which leads it. Says the trainers believe this is probably serious, and looks like it might be torn groin there.
Now playing
where Polanco probably does not feel good, I would say, as Eric Sogard comes on in replacement here for Polanco at second base, but that's a huge blow. There's a fly ball. That's going to be deep enough to score the run, and wow, almost out of the park as just barely caught running into the wall. Really good catch there by the left fielder, or by the right fielder for the Sharks. Man, really look at this route to the baseball, and right in front of that wall and crashing into it is Dylan Carlson. Great play right there to avoid extra bases. As 1-0 here, the Atlanta takes the lead, as now Anthony Rendon will take a 4-seamer there for strike 1. 0 for 1 in this game, with that average sitting at .216. He's got 4 home runs already this season so far. As here's an 0-1, and a stolen base attempt here is going to work out as a pitch out. Despite the pitch out there, Javier Baez still beats the throw to second base. He had a really, really impressive jump right there on Urias. So now Rendon on a 2-2 count is going to drive one up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and Javier Baez is going to come around third and score on a base hit by Anthony Rendon. And Atlanta grabs another run here in the third inning, and it's 2-0 Crusaders. As that was a circle change there, off-speed pitch near the outside part of the plate, and man, a big swing by Rendon. Now Luke Voigt is going to swing and miss there on an inside pitch to end the top of the third inning. But Atlanta, a couple of hits there, a stolen base, and 2 runs in that inning. We go to the bottom of the third inning here, and deGrom, 1-2 count on Dylan Carlson is going to be another strikeout. 4-seamer 98, and that fastball, I mean, there's no one right now for this Sharks team can catch up to that fastball at the moment. And that's all he needed in this at-bat, as he threw 4 4-seamers, all at basically 98, 99 miles an hour. I mean, the speed from deGrom is just one of his better facets of his pitching, and it's just so hard to catch up to his pitches here. He's relying on the fastball really in this game throughout, and there's another one here. 2 in a row there to finish off Eric Sogard, and a 8th strikeout for Jacob deGrom through 3 innings, and he is just so incredibly fun to watch him work. One of the best pitchers in baseball right there, and he is on the top of his game so far tonight. As here is Adolis Garcia, and he takes that 4-seamer there. Top of the zone. That was a pretty borderline pitch, and Adolis Garcia does not agree with that call right there. Definitely a questionable strike 2 call, and then Garcia's going to swing and miss at a off-speed pitch. Great job there by Urias, and that pitch was filthy right there to Garcia. As yeah, that 0-1 pitch was definitely not a strike. It did not clip the top of the zone, but man, Urias got the benefit of the call there, as that is a line drive, basically ground ball to first base. Muncy touches the bag. Now we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still remains a 2-0 game. Now here's Max Muncy up again, and there's an off-speed pitch for a strikeout. A slider by deGrom to Muncy. That's the first strikeout on off-speed pitch we've seen from deGrom in this game, and he's got double digits in 4 innings. That was a filthy fastball right there. 10 Ks in 4 innings for Jacob deGrom. Unbelievable stuff from him in this one today. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still a 2-0 game. And here's Alec Tomas. 2 strikes on him here. There is a swing and a miss on a slider. Oh my goodness, that is filthy. Wow, way inside. And now Jonathan Daza going to try and make contact with it, and he does. A grounder over to third base. And a throw to first base by Rendon. But man, what a game from Jacob deGrom. We go to the 6th. It's still 2-0. Here's Adolis Garcia. And Adolis Garcia is going to send a drive out into the outfield here. It's a very deep outfield in this park. And it's actually going to go over the wall for a ground rule double. That could have maybe been a triple. I mean, that's triples alley right there in this ballpark. That could have been even more from Garcia. But a double will work just the same. Julio Jimenez is going to cash in immediately with a drive, and that's going to be extra bases as it gets past the diving attempt of Dylan Carlson. So the run will score, and Adolis Garcia comes around on a double by Eloy Jimenez. 3-0 now. Crusaders, and we're going to go to a pitching change here. Julio Urias is going to be taken out of the game in this 6th inning. 5.2 really good innings by Urias. 3 runs tonight on 5 or 6 hits, I think. But he had 4 strikeouts, I believe, and overall a pretty decent performance from him. But he is responsible for the man on base as Eric Swanson comes out of the bullpen for the Sharks. 10.1 innings so far for him this season. Michael Brousseau is going to fly one into the outfield here, and it is caught in foul territory. So that runner at second, Eloy does not score. But that'll end the top of the 6th inning, and so 5.2 innings and 6 hits, 3 runs allowed by Urias in this game. But man, I mean, deGrom has been just unbelievable tonight. As here is Dylan Carlson, 1-2 to him, and that is not a strikeout. It is in fact a drive all the way over into right field, and it's going to bounce off the wall. As Dylan Carlson is going to get only the 2nd hit of the game by the Sharks tonight. And the first extra base hit of this one, a double down the right field line. Good swing there by Carlson on a liner that just stays fair. Down the line there, now it's Eric Sogard. Came in after the Polanco injury in the first pitch to Sogard. Here is a ground ball. Nice stop by Anthony Rendon. And they're not going to get Eric Sogard, though, at first base. That would have been a crazy play by Anthony Rendon. Now, 1st and 3rd, and nobody out, and now Max Muncy gets plunked there by deGrom on a pitch inside, and so the bases are now loaded here for Eduardo Escobar as Jacob deGrom running into some trouble here in this 6th inning. 1-2 pitch to Escobar is a swing and a drive into right field. Back goes Garcia. He's at the wall, and that ball is gone! A huge home run! Eduardo Escobar with a grand slam! And just like that, the Sharks have taken a 4-3 lead here in the 6th inning. 2nd homer of the season by Escobar, and what a huge slam right there. 380 on the distance, and man, a 4-3 lead, as that is going to be the final pitch of the night for Jacob deGrom. Man, I mean, had a excellent game until that grand slam. Ends up going, we were still in the 6th, so ends up going 5 innings even, getting 11 strikeouts, which was really impressive by him, but a walk, I think at least he had 1 walk and a hit batter. Only 3 or 4 hits in this game, but did give up that grand slam, and now is on the hook for the loss in this one tonight, as there's a swing and a miss by Mike Zunino there to end the inning. But what a huge swing from Eduardo Escobar. 4 hits, 4 runs in 5 innings given up by Jacob deGrom tonight, and that's a monster blow for Atlanta. Tyler Clippard comes on out of the bullpen, and 3 innings this season hasn't hasn't given up really anything. 5 strikeouts to no walks this season, and has only given up, it seems, 1 hit maybe against a lefty, with the averages against is Dylan Carlson. One of the only guys really besides Eduardo Escobar to have a good game. And this one for the Sharks, he's got half of the hits tonight for San Diego. Strikes out there on a great pitch from Tyler Clippard, or as, you know, two of the 5 now by the Sharks, as that was a filthy pitch by Tyler Clippard right there to end the 7th inning. So we now go to the 8th, and running out of chances here, and running out of time for the comeback to be made by Atlanta. Here is Aaron Bummer, a very good bullpen arm here for San Diego, and so far in 3 innings, has given up 1 run to this point this season. And here is Luke Voigt, and with 2 outs in the inning, and Voigt is going to ground it over to short, and Dansby Swanson makes the play to end the top of the 8th inning. And so the offense here for Atlanta has gone cold. They have not been able to do anything here recently, and we're going to go now, middle of the 8th. We'll just skip ahead, I think, to the 9th inning, or maybe not. We're going to stick here in the bottom of the 8th for Max Muncy to come up, with Tyler Clippard still on the mound pitching. And 0 for 2 in this game. A hit by pitch and a run scored for Muncy in this one. 0-2 from Max Muncy is a swing and a miss. Another strikeout there on a circle change, and Tyler Clippard's got 2 of them here. 13 total in this game by Atlanta pitching tonight. And now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, here is Dansby Swanson. 3 for 11 with an RBI in this series, and 0 for 2 tonight in this game. As here is an 0-1 from Clippard to Dansby is a fly ball, and it's shallow, and the first baseman, Luke Voigt, is going to get there, makes the catch to end the 8th inning, and we will go to the 9th now in Atlanta, needing a rally in this game late. They're down by 1, but they will have to face one of the best closers in the entire league, and Emmanuel Clase has only allowed 1 walk, no other base runners in 7.1 innings, and is perfect 7 for 7 in save opportunities this year. One of the best young relief pitchers in the league, and here is Eloy Jimenez up here. He has had a clutch moment already this season. We had him at a walk-off earlier in this franchise. First pitch to him here is a ground ball, and that is going to get through for a base hit. So Eloy is on again, and there is the tying run on base for now Michael Bousseau. The 2-2, trying to steal second base, and Eloy is thrown out at second base. Man, a big risk trying to steal a bag here late in this game in the 9th inning. Not the pitch to do it on, as Zunino was set up really well to be able to get that out, and he has fired up a monster play from the catcher, and now, all of a sudden, Atlanta's down to their final strike. Here's the 3-2 from Clase. It's a fly ball into shallow center field, and Daza is there to make the catch, and that is going to end the ball game, and that grand slam by Eduardo Escobar proves to be enough for the San Diego Sharks. They hold on and this one and win it. Their 10th win of the season here early on, and they continue to extend that lead in this division in the NL West as the Crusaders fall to 11-5 on the young season here. As Atlanta, they had an early lead. They managed 3 runs against Julio Urias, but that big grand slam by Eduardo Escobar, and then they just weren't able to do anything late in this one, in the late innings in this game. And look at some of the highlights here, but there's the big blow and the grand slam by Escobar, and this one up by plenty there in right field, and a 3-4 win for San Diego. So again, deGrom gets the loss despite 5 innings, 10 strikeouts. So we definitely had 11, but 3 walks, 4 earned runs. Player of the game goes to Eduardo Escobar, and the win to Eric Swanson. Alright, we got one more game here in this episode for you. As the St. Louis Sluggers, we were in the Sluggers home ballpark here against the Indianapolis Arrows in Sluggers Stadium. The Arrows have been the best team to start this season for in this league. They are 13-3 on the young season, and meanwhile, the Sluggers have cooled down. They started the season really well, but They are now 8-9, below 500 right now. As Eduardo Rodriguez pitching for the Sluggers, and he has been really good so far through his first 3 starts this season. 2.14 ERA and a .18 WHIP. Only 9 strikeouts, but he has been excellent to begin his 2022 campaign, as Cedric Mullins leading it off for Indianapolis, and he's been pretty good so far to begin this season, batting .242, but there's a swing and a miss there on a sliver change below the knees. Great pitch there by Rodriguez, and he starts this game off with a strikeout. Oh, but man, the Arrows 13-3 so far through the first 16 games, and this is a team headlined by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Cedric Mullins. Josh Donaldson as well has been having a pretty good start to this year, but Vadi's batting .344 to begin this season. He is, I mean, their first-round draft pick and one of the young superstars in this league. As there's a fly ball to Harrison Bader out in center field to end the top of the first inning here in this one. A good shot of this stadium in St. Louis with the arch behind this stadium. As here is Dustin May, and he's had a good start to his campaign through 3 games as well. So a couple of, 2 games here with good pitching matchups for sure. Dustin May with a 2.18 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP with 17 strikeouts in 20.2 innings this year. As here is Harrison Bader leading off for St. Louis, batting .250 at this point in the season so far. As here's a 3-2 from Dustin May. Is going to be a swing and a miss, a high but outside swerve, and an interesting pitch there by Dustin May to get the first out of the bottom of the first inning, as that one just passed the reach of the bat of Harrison Bader there. Cannot hit that one too far away from him. As Brian Anderson up again, and there's a ground ball here to the shortstop, and a good play by the shortstop there to get the second out of the inning. And here's the lineup for this Sluggers team. You got Harrison Bader there, Brian Anderson batting well to start the year, so is Giancarlo Stanton and Matt Olson. Julio Rodriguez as well got called up recently, Mitch Garver, Andrew Duvall, Aledmys Diaz, and Michael Chavis. And, overall, a pretty decent batting order and some good good averages there on this team as well. The pitching has, and besides Eduardo Escobar, has been a little bit suspect so far for St. Louis, and recently they haven't been playing their best baseball. But that is going to end the bottom of the first inning, and no hits, no runs in this beginning stage of the first inning for either team as we go to the bottom of the second. And here's Matt Olson, batting .304 with a .902 OPS so far, 3 homers and 7 RBIs. He's having an excellent start to this campaign, as a 3-2 pitch here from Dustin May is going to be a strikeout, a strike 3 call on a cutter outside, and Matt Olson did not think that was strike 3, but it is, and he was ready to go down to first base there, as there's a line drive and a base hit here with 1 away. And St. Louis will get a base runner here now for Mitch Garver to come up, batting .273 this season, as that one misses, but 2 home runs and 8 RBIs with an .865 OPS so far for Mitch Garver this year. As a man on here, there's a 2-0 to him now, and that is going to be a sinker that is high and misses for ball 3. 3-0 for with Adam Duvall sitting on deck, only batting .109 to begin this season. But Dustin May in danger of losing a batter here. Got to get back in the strike zone. Here comes a 3-0 pitch, and it's not going to be back in the strike zone. It's a slurve, not even really close. As a couple of walks, or not a couple of walks, but a walk here. 2 men on for Adam Duvall. 3-2 to him. There's another walk. A ball 4 there and a cutter. And man, Dustin May losing command a little bit here in this second inning. Here's Aledmys Diaz, and he is going to cash in a line drive and a base hit. And he's going to score 1 run. And Aledmys Diaz with a monster single makes it 1-0 St. Louis here in the second inning. Now Harrison Bader again with 2 outs. Bases still loaded. There's a drive, and it is caught by the right fielder. I think that's Zach Veen out there in right for the Arrows. Really good play made by him there, but end of the second inning, and the Sluggers get a run on a couple of hits there in that first inning, and it's 1-0 as we go to the third, with Rodriguez pitching really well so far to this point. And there's a fly ball, shallow right field, and oh man, what a catch by Adam Duvall in right. Diving play. Wow. Laying all out for that ball there. And an impressive defensive effort to maintain this scoreless 1-0 game so far. And now Giancarlo Stanton is going to blast one into deep left. No doubt about it. He throws his bat away. That one is gone. A bomb from Giancarlo Stanton. Man, his third homer of the season, 415. There on the distance, and it is 2-0 St. Louis. And that was a blast. And Stanton doing right away. Look at this swing here by Giancarlo. A slurve that caught way too much of the strike zone right there. And absolutely crushed Stanton, admiring his home run there. And throwing the bat away after it was clear that it was going to go out. And man, 415, a bomb. And into left, excuse me, as Matt Olson up now. And he is going to take a sinker there right down the middle, basically, for strike 3. No argument for Matt Olson on that pitch there. That's strike 3 for sure. As now here is Julio Rodriguez with a single in his last at-bat here, batting .209 so far since being called up this season. And here's an 0-1 to him. Here is a ground ball and a nice play by Vladdy. Not known for his defense, really, but that was an impressive play right there as a diving stop to end the third inning. And we've seen some great defense here so far in this game, but a home run by Giancarlo makes it 2-0 Sluggers as we go to the fourth. As 0-2 here to Vladdy from Rodriguez is going to be a swing and a miss there for strike 3. I believe the third one of the game by Rodriguez now. And now here's Austin Hayes on deck, but Josh Donaldson is up, and there's a circle change for another strikeout. And Rodriguez, 2 punch-outs to begin this fourth inning. And a look at this pitch sequence, a high slider for strike 1, a fastball for strike 2, and then a couple of balls on a couple of fastballs and the circle change to finish that at bat off. Now Austin Hayes up, and a 3-1 as a fly ball, shallow right field. Duvall is there to make the play, and that is going to end the fourth inning. And Indianapolis' offense has been completely silent to this point in the game right now as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And here's Mitch Garver. 273 average, 877 OPS so far this year, watching his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat from Dustin May, and Mitch Garver crushes it deep to right field, and there's another no-doubt home run. That ball is gone. As, man, another huge swing. Mitch Garver with his third homer of the year. Nearly 400 feet on the button. And it is a 3-0 lead now for St. Louis. Couple of home runs here in the last couple of innings. And man, Duvall knew it as well right away. Setting his back down. But man, a very similar spot to where Stanton is. A little bit more down the line that time. But now, Adam Duvall up here. And he's going to swing and drive one into the gap there. That ball is going to get driven all the way to the wall nearly, but it's going to still be extra bases with this big outfield here in Sluggers Stadium. As a double there, now Michael Chavis comes up here with 1 out in the inning. As Justin May looking to stop the bleeding a bit here as that ball is in the dirt, and Adam Duvall is going to go to third base on a wild pitch by Dustin May. Now he's 90 feet away. Michael Chavis here is going to cash in on that right away as he's going to fly it into center field. There's a catch made by Mullins, and tagging up from third base is Duvall, and the throw is way offline. Wouldn't be able to get him even if the throw was on target. As there is another run for the Sluggers. They are going to go up 4-0 here in the fourth inning in this game. As here comes Harrison Bader to the plate. Dustin May here struggling a bit. This is definitely his worst start of the season so far. As there's a ground ball to Vladdy, who ends the 4th inning. But, man, the Sluggers get 2 more there in the 4th, including the home run by Mitch Garver and another run on a sac fly. And the Arrows have had nothing to show for their offense right now. They are still hitless as we go to the 5th inning. And there's a circle change right down the middle. I don't know what Mark Hanna's waiting for there on that pitch. Could not get it more groove for you. Now here's Zach Veen. 3-2 to him. And there's another strikeout. Number 5 or 6, I believe, in this game by Rodriguez. And, man, he has been impressive today. We are in the middle of the 5th inning, halfway home, and it's still 4-0. As May is going to take that sinker down low for ball 3. The count goes full on Giancarlo Stanton. Of course, hit that big-time bomb in the 2nd inning or 3rd inning it was in his last at-bat. 3-2 here from Dustin May. Is going to be a strikeout there. A good slurve on the inside corner. And Stanton, I don't know if he disagrees with that call 100%, but there's a strikeout, the 3rd one for May tonight. As here's Matt Olson up again. 0 for 2 in the game. And the first pitch from May is going to be a ground ball right to the shifted infield there. The 3rd baseman playing shortstop basically is going to get the out. And that'll end the 5th inning. So here we go into the 6th inning. Cedric Mullins up here. And there's a fly ball straight away center field. And Harrison Bader on the run to make the catch. And there's 2 down here in the 6th inning. The Arrows still searching for their first hit tonight. As 2 down in the inning for David Fletcher. As he is batting .246 this year, 0 for 2 in this game. 2-1 to him from Rodriguez is going to be a ground ball and a nice stop by the shortstop. Are they going to have time to make the play? They will not. And that is a base hit by David Fletcher. And the no-hitter is broken up here in the top of the 6th inning. And I think once you get through, 4 or 5 innings, then you can really start talking about the no-no. But it's broken up here with 2 outs in the 6th. As Vladdy is going to ground it into the outfield. That one's going to get through as well for a single. So back-to-back hits here for the Arrows after not having any in 5 2/3. Now here's Josh Donaldson trying to cash in, but it's a little chopper right back to Rodriguez, who does make the play and keep the shutout intact by throwing it over to first base in time for the out. So a couple of hits by the Arrows, but still nothing on the scoreboard here tonight so far, as Jose Cisnero comes out of the bullpen for the Sluggers. Been pretty good in 9.2 innings this season so far, as here's Austin Hayes to the plate. 0 for 2 in the game. 0-2 to him is a slider that is way outside. And so a great pitch there by Cisnero to get a monster strikeout. And what a start tonight for Eduardo Rodriguez. 6 shutout, scoreless innings. Only allowed 3 hits. Tonight was, I believe, 5 or 6 strikeouts. May have walked 1 or 2 guys, but he was excellent. As there's a swing and a drive, and that one is going to get down, and there is a base hit, and there's an extra base hit. That's the first extra base hit of the game by the Arrows, and only their 3rd of the night. Mark Hanna gets in scoring position for Danny Jansen, who is going to get a... What a stop here by the shortstop! Man, Matt Olson pumping his fist. That was a beautiful play by Aledmys Diaz. As look at this one again, and not the greatest angle to actually see that diving stop, but how about the defense in this game? It's been excellent from both sides. As there's a line drive that is snagged by Matt Olson. And how about that quick reaction time on that play to rob a base hit away from that batter right there. Man, the defense for the Sluggers has just been on point. As here's Pedro Ortiz out of the bullpen. And a small sample, but, hasn't been great in 4.2 innings this season. But let's see what he does against the 1-2-3 hitter. So, you want to come back in this game. This is the chance to do it with your meat of your order up right now. As here's a 2-2 to Cedric Mullins. Is going to be a circle change that he has swung on and missed for strike 3. Beautiful pitch right there as a 1-2 to David Fletcher is way up there and near his head. And Fletcher does not like that pitch where it was located and actually points the bat out to Pedro Ortiz here. And the catcher is trying to calm him down a little bit, saying, hey, that wasn't nothing intentional there. The umpire is saying, all right, it's all good, nothing intentional on that pitch. But yeah, David Fletcher did not like with that location at all. I've never seen that kind of animation before in this game. As there's a line drive, and it is right to Michael Chavis at second base. Unfortunately for David Fletcher there, as up comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. here. 1 for 3 in this game. That average is still sitting at 344, which is just ridiculous. But a 2-2 to Pedro Ortiz is a swing, as a called strike 3 on the corner, and man, shaking his head for not swinging at that one is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., as that is going to end the top of the 8th inning, still with the shutout intact. As we go to the 9th, Ryan Tepera on, not a same situation here right now, but there's a swing and a miss on a slider to Josh Donaldson, and that was a great pitch right there, filthy indeed. As I look at the StatCast down in the pitch sequence here, a couple of fastballs to start him off, a slider, and then another fastball, and then the slider again there to finish that at-bat off. Now here's Austin Hayes, 1-2 to him, and there's another strikeout. Ryan Tepera starting this 9th inning off just the way you want if you're St. Louis. Here's Mark Canha, and Mark Canha is going to continue the game here along, as there's a ball inside, and there's a walk, so a man on for Danny Jansen, who's actually been hitting really well for Indianapolis this season. He's batting .326 right now. 2-1. Here's a ground ball, and that one's going to get through and into the outfield here. Stan cuts it off, but there's a base hit and another base runner here for Indianapolis. Only their 5th hit of the game. Now here's Zach Veen. 1 for 3 tonight, and that one is inside and nearly hits Veen, as there is ball 3. So now the count is 3-1, and don't want to, as here's a 3-2 pitch here, and there's ball 4. So Zach Veen will walk, and the manager's like, what's going on? Ryan Tepera had 2 strikeouts to begin this 9th inning, and now here's the tying run coming up to the plate in the form of Yorby Vivas, who is 0 for 3 in this game, and hasn't done much this season, but he's the tying run right now, as an 0-1 is a fly ball, and there's a fly out into left field. Stanton is there to make the play, and a little bit of drama there in that 9th inning with some base runners by Indianapolis, but they do not do anything with it, and they are going to go scoreless in this ball game, in a complete game, well, not a complete game, but a shutout here from 3 pitchers for the Sluggers. Man, both teams with 5 hits, but the Sluggers made the most out of their hits in this game. And great pitching performance from Eduardo Rodriguez. Great defense in this game as well. But man, Stan had that monster home run as well. Mitch Garver also had a big-time home run to contribute to this win for the Sluggers, and they will improve to 500 on their season here. They're at 9-9 now through 18 games this season. And meanwhile, the Sluggers, the Arrows, drop only their 4th game of this season here. So far, they are 13-4 now on this young season still. We're still in the beginning stages of the 4th month, for the 1st month of the season, but that is going to be the end of the game, and that is going to be the end of this episode for me here. Eduardo Rodriguez, 6 innings, 2 hits allowed, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. He got the win. He was incredible. Mitch Garver and Stanton with the big RBIs, and Luis Diaz also got an RBI, and Dustin May in the loss, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 4 earned runs, and a 4-0 shutout victory for the St. Louis Sluggers. So that's going to do it for me here in this episode, guys. Sorry for the long wait in between videos, just, being on vacation and all that. I didn't have much time. I couldn't record anything, of course, while I was on vacation, but we're back to uploading here. I'm going to be going up to Greeley for a church plant that I'm doing up there, so we'll see how consistent I can be with the videos, for the rest of the summer while I am there. I'm not sure how many I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to really play this game, but we'll see how much I can get uploaded this summer here in these last couple of months. In the summer, I'm going to be there through June and July. So we'll see what the videos go, and I can see if I can get a schedule and everything while I'm up there. But either way, thank you guys for watching this one here. Remember to subscribe to the channel and be notified whenever I upload a video so you never miss out on a Lucas from Mars video. Thank you guys again for watching this one. Hope you're having a great day, everybody. And I will see you in the next video. God bless.